Okay, so in today's class we are going to see what is the difference between EMF and terminal potential difference. EMF is different from terminal potential difference. Now what is the difference between EMF and terminal potential difference is, okay, your EMF is work done by +1 coulomb charge to bring in a closed path, okay, whereas your terminal potential difference is your potential difference between the positive and negative terminals of the battery. Okay, so that is your basic definition, but what is its meaning, I will elaborate. Now for that, first you need to know what is meant by a cell. Okay, so this is a symbol of cell. Okay, here what is that you have is a cell. In this cell, okay, there are different types of cells: ideal cell, okay, and cell with a internal resistance. Okay, cell with an internal resistance. So an ideal cell is represented like this, where in which this is your positive terminal, this is your negative terminal, this is your ideal cell. Okay, next, a cell with internal resistance is represented like this, where in which you will have resistance in between like this, or in certain books you will be having a cell with a box like this, which indicates that its EMF is E, internal resistance is R. Okay, like this you will have cells. Now in a cell you will have two terminals, one is positive terminal and other is negative terminal. This longer line is your positive terminal, this shorter line is your negative terminal. Okay, so this is how you represent it. Now next thing is, okay, what will cell do is, your cell will basically provide charges, that means electrons or ions, okay, depending upon what is the type of chemical reaction internally going on. Okay, but anyhow you cannot remove protons, you can only remove electrons. Either released electrons or ions will contribute to electric current. So what will your cell do is, it takes chemical energy, okay, because of concentration difference in the electrolytes, chemical reactions will occur, and because of the chemical reactions, okay, some free charges or ions will get released, okay, and from anode to cathode or cathode to anode, depending upon the type of cell, your charge carriers will keep moving. That is what your cell will do usually. So to cut short, my point is, it converts chemical energy into current, okay, that is electrical energy. Okay, cell's duty is that it will undergo some chemical reactions, it will provide charge carriers, those charge carriers will produce current. That is what your cell does. Okay, and that cell is represented like this. Okay, right, that is your first point that I want you to keep in mind. Next, what is the next point is, if you have a cell, okay, what will happen and how your charges will keep moving, I will erase this and I will start explaining that part. So hope you have copied it. So now I will start elaborating, observe carefully. Now let us say you have a cell, okay, outside there is a wire. Okay, now what is your cell's duty is, it will provide potential difference. Okay, this thing is a wire, this part is your wire. Okay, now this is your positive terminal, this is your negative terminal. Okay, now you must have studied previously in electrostatics that negative charges will flow from low potential to high potential region. point number 1. Next, positive charges will flow from high potential to low potential. Okay, right? So this is your basic idea. Now if you look at this positive terminal, your positive terminal is at higher potential, negative terminal is at lower potential. Okay, now don't worry about how cell is producing charge carriers, but what happens is your electrons, okay, your electrons will start going like this. This is your low potential. Negative charges will move from low potential region to high potential region. So your electrons, what will they do is, your electrons, they will start flowing like this from low potential region to high potential region like this. Okay, and they will end up in the, okay, positive terminal like this. Now what are the important points that I want you to understand is, okay, from this positive terminal end to this negative terminal end, what is your electric field here is your conservative electric field. Okay, outside the terminals of the battery in a wire you will have conservative electric field. Okay, next, in between, okay, in between from negative to positive terminal you will have, okay, non-conservative electric field. Okay, inside non-conservative electric field. Okay, outside coming to direction here, okay, your charges, because your electrons are going like this, your conservative electric field is like this. Okay, opposite to flow of electrons. Okay, and your non-conservative electric field, okay, don't worry about its direction, we will talk about it later, but okay, it will be inside the cell like this. Now, okay, this is your negative terminal, this is your positive terminal. So let us say non-conservative electric field is like this. Okay, and in the direction of field usually potential drops, but that is not the case here. Okay, so chemical reactions and all will decide what is happening. Now here coming to this part, okay, your current direction is, okay, I direction is, okay, current direction is opposite to flow of electrons. Okay, so that means if electrons are going like this, automatically in this case your current I is, okay, across this cross section that you have here, okay, your current I is going upwards like this. Okay, your current I is going upwards like this. So here it is going like this. Okay, here it is going like this. Okay, your current will go like this. Okay, so your current will keep going like that. Okay, right? Now okay, so this is your electric current and it flows from positive terminal to negative terminal outside, and inside the battery, okay, your current direction is from negative terminal to positive terminal. Okay, outside it is positive to negative and inside it is from negative to positive. Okay, your current requires a closed path to travel. Now what is your EMF and what is your terminal potential difference is, okay, now observe carefully. Okay, if you take a +1 coulomb charge here, okay, normally if everything is conservative field, in conservative fields work done in closed path, okay, in conservative fields work done in closed path is equal to 0. Okay, in conservative fields your work done in closed path is equal to 0. Now if you take this +1 coulomb charge, okay, if your +1 coulomb charge, if it is brought like this to this position, Now completely you don't have conservative electric field. You have conservative electric field only till this point. After this point there is no conservative electric field. So till the point where there is conservative electric field, okay, till the point where there is conservative electric field, till that point, okay, there will be terminal potential difference. That means your plus 1 coulomb charge, if you are shifting like this and bringing it till here, whatever work you are doing to bring this plus 1 coulomb charge and place it till here, okay, in moving like this, that part is your terminal potential difference. Okay, once again I am telling you, your terminal potential difference is potential difference between this positive and negative terminal. So in moving this plus 1 coulomb charge from positive terminal to negative terminal till here, you will do some work. That work is your terminal potential difference. Okay, so I will write your terminal potential difference is, okay, work in shifting plus 1 coulomb charge between terminals, okay, between terminals, okay, whereas your EMF is, okay, work done in shifting plus 1 coulomb charge in closed path. So in closed path means from positive terminal to bring back to positive terminal. Now you may get a doubt here that you have brought this in a closed path, so work done is charge times potential difference, that will give you Q times potential difference between this terminal is V plus minus V plus, once again you will get 0, but that is not correct. Why? Because you have your work done 0 only in closed path. You don't have a, in closed path it is 0 when you have conservative electric field, but you have conservative electric field only till this point. So you will do work, okay, outside against conservative electric field, inside once again you will do some work because of non-conservative electric field. All these two together will bring a net force of, network, and that network is your EMF. So what is EMF means? Work done in shifting plus 1 coulomb charge between 2 points is, to the same point is your EMF. And what is your terminal potential difference means? Work done in shifting plus 1 coulomb charge between the terminals, okay, between the terminals, okay, it is terminal potential difference. Okay, so hope you have understood it, then copy it down. Okay, right. Next, now hope you have understood what is the difference. Now we will write it using Kirchhoff's law mathematically for different figures. Now I am erasing it. All right, now let me draw a cell whose EMF is E, internal resistance is R. Let us say a load resistance is there, it is capital R. Okay, now what is that I am going to do here is, okay, I will try to calculate what is the EMF, what is the terminal potential difference in this figure. Now observe very carefully, okay, this part is your EMF, this part is your internal resistance. Okay, now usually your current starts from positive terminal. Okay, I mean it depends upon the number of cells that you are connected in the circuit. Here you have only one circuit, so obviously outside your current is from positive to negative. Now observe carefully. If I mark a point A here, if I mark a point B, your terminal potential difference is your potential difference between A and B. What is your EMF means? Your work done in closed path is what I have written. Now try to apply Kirchhoff's law. If you are applying Kirchhoff's law, okay, let us say you are going like this. So plus E minus, let us say the current is I times small r minus I times capital R is equal to 0. Okay, so this is your Kirchhoff's law. Now from here, what is your current means? Your current is I times E, your I is E by small r plus capital R. Now keep it aside. Okay, now observe carefully. What is your terminal potential difference is, okay, TPD is representing terminal potential difference. So your terminal potential difference here is your potential difference between A and B. Now if you go through cell, okay, it will be one value. If you go outside of cell, it will be one value. Now if you are going from A to B through the load resistor, this is called as load resistor, okay, and I have written, I don't know in the camera whether it is capturing the top part or not, but load resistor is capital R. So your terminal potential difference is, okay, I into R, okay, current I into resistance R, your terminal potential difference. If you are going through battery, outside it is I into R. If you are going through battery, okay, from A to B, okay, minus E plus IR, which is nothing but E minus IR. So indirectly your terminal potential difference is IR, which is equal to E minus IR, depending upon whichever is big. Usually E is big. Okay, right? Now you have got terminal potential difference. Okay, now let us come back to this equation. So your EMF is, okay, I times capital R plus I times small r. Okay, this is what you have here. Now in this part, okay, what is this means? This is your EMF. Okay, what is this means? This is your terminal potential difference. Okay, so you can either give it through load or you can give it through battery. Okay, your terminal potential difference is this much, plus this IR is called as lost volts of battery. Okay, whatever is getting lost because of internal resistance. Okay, now as you keep using the battery, this E is not going to change. Okay, but what is going to change is, okay, your internal resistance will change. So because the internal resistance is changing because of the electrolytic difference and concentration, this internal resistance will change. Because this small r is changing, automatically your current I will change and terminal potential difference will change. Okay, change in R will cause change in I, change in I will cause terminal potential difference. Okay, now hope you have understood what is the difference between terminal potential difference and EMF. Okay, both are different. Okay, hope you have understood what I have explained. Okay, now this definition is correct. Okay, for a discharging circuit. Okay, here battery is getting discharged, so this is your discharging circuit. So for a discharging circuit, EMF is greater than terminal potential difference. Okay, this is correct only for discharging circuit. Okay, discharging circuit in the sense battery is giving out current. Okay, now later we will see charging circuit. Okay, next thing that I am going to explain is charging circuit. So what is a charging circuit is, okay, a charging circuit is the circuit in which your battery terminals, okay, instead of current coming out of positive terminal, it will come out of negative terminal. Okay, so what is a charging circuit means? Okay, your charging circuit is, this is, let us say, your charging circuit. So what is your charging circuit is, okay, you have a load resistor R, okay, right, and EMF E, internal resistance R, okay, right. Now your current is I, okay, normally in discharging circuit. Now charging circuit is not this case, okay. So your charging circuit is, you will have a battery, internal resistance. Now you are going to send the current. Previously current direction was away from positive terminal. Now current direction is, okay, in the direction, I mean it is going through the battery from positive to negative. Previously it was from negative to positive. Okay, this is an example of charging circuit. Okay, now how will you get this means, once again some combination of cells like this, okay, some combination of cells like this, it is supplying this current I. Okay, so this part is your, okay, this part that you have here is, okay, charging circuit or charging battery. Okay, so now here what is your terminal potential difference means, let us say this is A, this is B. Okay, your terminal potential difference here is TPD is equal to minus E, okay, mod of minus E, because you are going from positive to negative, minus I times small r, okay, which will eventually give you E plus IR is your, I times small r is your terminal potential difference. Now if you observe this carefully, in charging circuit terminal potential difference is greater than EMF. Okay, for discharging circuit EMF is more, for charging circuit terminal potential difference is more. Okay, hope you have understood what is the difference. Okay, now this is your basically a cell. Okay, now what is that we are going to do is, now we are going to connect these cells in different circuits. That means we will connect different types of cells in series, parallel, and we will calculate their equivalent EMF, internal resistance, all those in the next part. Okay, right.